There's a silent financial attack happening right now that's draining hundreds of dollars from senior bank accounts every single month. And most people over 60 have no idea it's happening. These aren't obvious scams or fraudulent charges. Uh, these are legitimate companies using a perfectly legal strategy to systematically extract money from your account month after month, year after year, for services you've forgotten about, don't use, or never actually wanted in the first place. And the worst part, by the time you discover what's happening, these companies have already taken thousands of dollars that you'll never get back. If this concerns you, hit that subscribe button right now because I'm releasing urgent financial warnings for seniors every week that could save your retirement. And drop a comment below telling me how many subscriptions you think you're paying for right now. I guarantee the real number is higher. Let me explain exactly what's happening and why it's getting worse. The average American over 65 is paying for 14 separate subscription services right now. 14. And when researchers ask seniors to estimate how many subscriptions they have, they typically guess 6 or 7. That means you're probably paying for 7 subscriptions that you've completely forgotten exist. At an average of $25 per forgotten subscription, that's $175 vanishing from your account every single month. Over $2,000 per year disappearing into services you don't even remember signing up for. But the real problem isn't just forgetting, it's how these companies deliberately design their systems to make it nearly impossible for seniors to discover these charges, let alone cancel them. This is calculated exploitation of the exact demographic most vulnerable to this type of financial drainage. Let me show you how the system works and why it specifically targets your generation. The subscription trap starts with what seems like a good deal. You sign up for a free trial of something, a streaming service, a magazine, a supplement delivery, a credit monitoring service, whatever. They tell you it's free for 30 days. Just enter your credit card information so we know you're a real person. You think, sure, I'll try it for free, and if I don't like it, I'll cancel before they charge me. But here's what you don't see coming. That cancellation process they mentioned, it exists only in theory. Companies that target seniors with subscription traps deliberately make cancellation nearly impossible. You can't cancel by phone because when you call, you get an automated system that loops you through 15 minutes of menus without ever reaching a human. You can't cancel on their website because the cancellation option is buried 5 menus deep in account settings, or it requires you to log in with a password you created 2 years ago and can't remember. You can't cancel by email because they don't respond to cancellation requests sent via email. And you definitely can't cancel by simply stopping payment because they've designed their terms of service, the ones written in 8-point font that you didn't read when you signed up, to allow them to pursue you for unpaid subscription fees. The business model is brilliant in its exploitation. These companies know that a percentage of people will sign up during the free trial and then forget to cancel. They know another percentage will remember but find the cancellation process so frustrating that they give up. They know that many seniors specifically will continue paying for months or years before noticing the charges on bank statements, especially if those statements are delivered electronically to an email account the senior doesn't check regularly. The entire system is designed to extract maximum money from minimum actual usage. Let me give you the most common subscription traps currently draining senior accounts. Streaming services top the list. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus, Apple TV Plus, the list goes on. These services cost between $7 and $20 per month each. Most seniors signed up for 1 or 2 during the pandemic when everyone was stuck at home looking for entertainment. But now, 2 or 3 years later, you might be paying for 5 streaming services, watching content on only one of them, and completely forgetting you're being charged for the other 4. Magazine subscriptions represent another massive drain. You signed up at some point for a magazine, maybe at a doctor's office or through a promotional offer. The subscription auto-renews every year. You haven't read the magazine in 2 years. It might not even be delivered anymore because you moved and didn't update your address. But they're still charging your credit card $30 or $40 annually, and you never notice because it's not a monthly charge that appears regularly on statements. It hits once a year, buried among other transactions, invisible. Credit monitoring services are particularly predatory toward seniors. You signed up because you were worried about identity theft. The service costs $15 or $20 per month. You checked your credit report once when you first signed up, never looked at it again, completely forgot the service exists, but they're extracting $240 per year from your account for a service you're not using, protecting you from a threat that the free annual credit report would handle just as effectively. Supplement ownership programs represent one of the most aggressive subscription traps targeting seniors specifically. You saw an ad for a supplement that promised to help with joint pain, memory, energy, whatever health concern you have. You ordered a 1 month supply to try it. Buried in the terms, often in a pre-checked box you didn't notice, was an auto ship agreement. Now they send you a new bottle every month, charging your card $60 or $80, even though you stopped taking the supplement after the first bottle because it didn't work. You've called to cancel 3 times, but somehow you keep getting charged. That's not an accident. That's the business model. Gym memberships continue charging long after you've stopped going. You joined a gym with good intentions. You went twice. That was 18 months ago. They're still extracting $40 per month from your account. You think you canceled, but you didn't follow their specific cancellation procedure, which required you to come in person during specific hours, fill out a form, and submit it to a manager who wasn't there when you visited. So the charges continue, insurance add-ons and service warranties that you didn't realize you agreed to represent another category. You bought a cell phone, a television, a computer, or whatever. During the purchase, the salesperson added device insurance or an extended warranty telling you it would protect your investment. You didn't realize it was a monthly charge, not a one-time fee. 2 years later, you're still paying $12 per month for insurance on a phone you replaced a year ago. Charity subscriptions can be particularly difficult for seniors to cancel because there's emotional manipulation involved. You made a one-time donation to a cause you care about. Somehow that turned into a monthly recurring donation. You don't want to stop supporting the cause, but you also didn't intend to donate every month indefinitely. The charity makes you feel guilty for wanting to cancel, so you keep paying even though it's straining your fixed income. Here's why this problem is getting exponentially worse for your generation specifically. The shift to digital statements means you're not getting physical bank statements mailed to your house every month anymore. If you do get paper statements, they're often formatted in tiny print that's difficult to read, with dozens of transactions listed in no particular order, making it nearly impossible to spot individual subscription charges among legitimate purchases. Electronic statements require you to log into online banking, which many seniors either can't do or do infrequently, meaning months pass between the times you actually review your account activity. The move to app-based subscription management means cancellation increasingly requires using smartphone apps that many seniors don't have or can't navigate. Even if you can access the website on a computer, these sites are often designed with interfaces that assume you're young and tech savvy, with menus and processes that are confusing and frustrating if you didn't grow up with this technology. The proliferation of payment methods means these charges hit different accounts. Some subscriptions charge your credit card, some hit your debit card, some come out of PayPal or Venmo accounts you barely remember setting up. So even if you're carefully reviewing your bank statement, you're missing the charges hitting other accounts. And if you've changed credit cards, maybe because your old card expired or was compromised, many companies helpfully update to your new card number automatically, so the subscription continues without interruption. They frame this as a convenience, but it's actually designed to prevent the natural cancellation that would occur when a payment. Let me walk you through exactly how to conduct a complete subscription audit and eliminate these hidden drains on your savings. This process takes approximately 2 hours, but it will save you thousands of dollars per year, making it the most profitable 2 hours you'll spend this year. Step one is gathering all your financial statements. Get your bank statements, all credit card statements, PayPal statements, Venmo statements, any payment method you've used in the past 2 years. You need at least 6 months of statements to catch charges that might not appear monthly. If you only have electronic statements, print them out or have someone help you print them. You need physical papers you can mock up and review systematically. Step two is going through every statement line by line with a highlighter. Mark every single recurring charge. Anything that appears more than once, highlight it. You're looking for patterns, charges that repeat monthly, quarterly, annually. Don't skip anything because it seems obviously legitimate. Review everything. Step three is making a list of every recurring charge you found. Write them down. Company name, amount, frequency. This takes time. You might find 20 or 30 recurring charges, maybe more. That's normal. Don't get discouraged. You're discovering where your money's been going. Step four is the critical part. For each subscription on your list, ask yourself 3 questions. Have I used this service in the past 3 months? Do I remember signing up for this? Do I need this service? If the answer to any of these questions is no, that subscription needs to be canceled. Um, uh, be ruthless here. The company's banking on your guilt or your assumption that you might need something someday. You won't. If you haven't used it in 3 months, you're not going to start using it. Um, Step 5 is the cancellation process, and this is where you need persistence, right? For each subscription you've decided to cancel, you're going to face resistance. The company designed it that way. Here's how to overcome it. Start by calling the customer service number on your credit card statement. When you reach the automated system, immediately press 0 repeatedly, or say operator or say representative. Keep doing this until you reach a human. If the system won't connect you to a person, hang up and try the chat function on their website. If there's no chat function, send an email to every email address you can find on their website. If they have a social media presence, message them there. Be persistent. When you finally reach a human, use this exact script. I am calling to cancel my subscription effective immediately. I do not want any retention offers. I need confirmation that my subscription is canceled and that I will not be charged again. Can you provide me with a cancellation confirmation number? This script is important because it prevents them from trying to talk you into keeping the subscription with the special offer. It establishes clearly that you want immediate cancellation, and it gives you documentation that the cancellation happened. After you complete the cancellation call, send yourself an email documenting the date, time, name of the representative you spoke with, and the confirmation number. Take a screenshot if you canceled through a website. Save these confirmations. You might need them if charges continue. Step 6 is monitoring your accounts for the next 3 months. Sometimes cancellations don't process correctly. Sometimes companies claim they never received your cancellation. You need to verify that charges actually stop. If you're charged after canceling, dispute it immediately with your credit card company. Explain that you canceled and have documentation. Credit card companies typically side with cardholders in subscription disputes. Now, let me address the subscriptions that you decide to keep. These need to be managed to prevent future problems. Create a simple spreadsheet or paper list with each legitimate subscription, how much it costs, when it renews, and how to cancel it. Update this list every time you add or remove a subscription. Review it quarterly. This system prevents future surprises and makes it easy to cancel things when you no longer need them. For subscriptions you want to keep but find too expensive, call the company and say, I've been a customer for X years, but I'm on a fixed income and need to reduce expenses. I'm planning to cancel unless you can offer me a reduced rate. This works surprisingly often, especially with services like internet, phone, and streaming platforms. They would rather keep you as a customer at a reduced rate than lose you entirely. Be prepared to actually cancel if they won't negotiate. Often they'll call back within a few days with a better offer once they realize you're serious. Consider using a dedicated credit card for all subscriptions. This makes it much easier to track these charges because they're all in one place instead of spread across multiple accounts. More importantly, if you need to stop all subscriptions quickly, you can simply request a new card number, which immediately stops all recurring charges. The companies will try to update to your new number, but you'll receive notification and can decline the updates for services you want it to end. Set calendar reminders for when free trials end. If you sign up for a trial of anything, immediately create a reminder on your phone or physical calendar for 2 days before the trial ends. This gives you time to cancel before the first charge hits. Better yet, cancel trials immediately after signing up. Most services let you use the trial period even after you've canceled. They just won't charge you when it ends. Here's something most people don't know. If you've been charged for a subscription you didn't use and didn't realize you had, you can sometimes get a refund. It's not guaranteed, but if you contact the company and explain that you weren't aware the subscription was active and you never used the service, many companies will refund at least the most recent charges. Be polite but firm. Explain that you're on a fixed income and these charges created hardship. The worst they can say is no, but you'd be surprised how often they'll refund something. Let me give you the bottom line here. The subscription economy is designed to extract maximum money from consumers who aren't paying attention. Seniors are specifically vulnerable because the systems used to sign up, manage, and cancel these services are built for younger, tech-savvy users. The companies know this, they're counting on it. Every friction point in the cancellation process, every confusing menu, every automated system that won't connect you to a human, every password reset requirement, all of it is deliberately designed to make you give up and keep paying. But you don't have to accept this. You have the power to take back control of your money. The 2 hours you spend conducting the subscription audit could save you $2,000 per year or more. That's money that should be in your account, available for things you actually need and want, not disappearing into services you don't use for companies that are banking on you not noticing. If this video helped you see the scope of this problem, share it with every senior you know, text it to your spouse, email it to retired friends, post it where your generation actually communicates. This information could save someone's retirement. Hit that like button so this reaches more people who need it. Subscribe, because I'm releasing more urgent financial protection warnings every single week. And comment below telling me which subscription you discovered you've been paying for without realizing it. Your experience might help someone else identify charges they've missed. The companies extracting money from your account every month are hoping you never notice. Prove them wrong. Take action today.